Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. His first throw is an interception. Picked up. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Nix with it on 1st. Finds Mims. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go now.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Slot man motioned over. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Strong running inside the 30. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pull that in front further, 13-zip. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game, they got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now it's Lawrence. Etienne on the catch. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
On red. Go, go. Take right open, open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it's second down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Give up the gut to Bigsby. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here's the 24. Here we go.
They've got a man in motion.
Here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he gets this forward to the 19. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
We send a man in motion. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. DeMarco Helms with the INT. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Point after tries, good by Lutz. And the Broncos push their lead to 21-zip already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and that's a Jaguar first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
That's taken in by Etienne. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed to Davis. This is ahead for about 5. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Finding Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
Hey, run!
He'll throw it yet again. Setting up the running back screen. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Buys time, rolling right. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Forced out to his right. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars lower the deficit they face. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Denver in just a minute. On now is Cook to kick this away. And Dory Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther Street, Panther Street. Check go.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Lawrence trying again on second. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go, check. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Go.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Hey, easy. Route.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get this to ETN. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, go.
Lawrence throwing here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
They give it to him again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nick's off the play action. He rolls to his right. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Man in motion, out of the slot. Nick's with it on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He's on the move. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Hey, smash Bronco! Hut, hut.
After a small gain. Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
One.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First throw for the backup now. He beams one deep right up. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, I'm fairly certain he left his leg up there just an extra half second to try to draw the flag. But, hey, you still got to be able to avoid running into him if you're the defender.
You know, Kate, you make a great point. And I've always wondered what these kickers and punters do in their meetings. I think they do that. They put on a pretty good show so they could draw a penalty, too.
Returnable from the 2. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
From the 37. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Here's Nix to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Set. Tracking 60. Go.
Nix from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 79 Broncos. Hut.
Blitz coming. Nix. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And the end zone touchback. This they'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Play action on 1st down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Big gain downfield. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Let's go now. 70 range. 70 range.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 tight. Warrior 70.
Nix now to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Nix. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one's caught along the left sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll throw it. Throwing for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos intercept the final throw for the